Hi, this is Gemma, and I'm going to be reading a poem for you called The Perils of the Public Library. This one goes out to all the Bukowski fans out there. The Port Phillip Library's copy of Betting on the Muse, Poems and Stories by Charles Bukowski has a blatant brown stain across the top of half its pages. And being, as it is, a book by Bukowski, that brown stain could be anything. Coffee, chocolate, anything. This worries me slightly, as the stain is not mine, probably belonging to one of my reader predecessors. It looks like a dark, smudged, shit fingerprint, with a bloated, cloudy shadow of shit surrounding it. It looks like someone's DNA print encoded in the swirls and loops of their own body waste. A testament to a well-read book. This is what you get when you're too broke or tight-assed to pay for your own copy of poetry. But when I open the book and read, the shit print disappears from view. So when I wrote my book, Furniture is Disappearing, I was reading a lot of Charles Bukowski, the American poet, and his for those of you who haven't read his work, his stuff is really quite simple to read, mostly plain language and just writing about kind of everyday things. And it really inspired me because it made poetry seem more doable, and it made me realize that poetry doesn't have to be any particular thing. And you don't have to write about really humongous topics like, I don't know, all the problems of the world or, pardon me. It doesn't have to be super complex or talk about humongous ideas in one poem. I think that the underlying themes will always come across in a specific poem, if you write with detail. So, it doesn't have to be this huge effort to write about something really important because, if there's any depth to your poem, then the important themes will come through anyway. So, homework. Homework for anyone out there who wants some inspiration or a writing prompt is to track down some of Bukowski's work and have a read if you haven't already, and take something from whatever you read. Like, just see what inspires you about it, and then you might like to copy that style or just try that style out. The Bukowski kind of just everyday kind of topics and plain spoken kind of language. It's not to everyone's taste, but I think it's definitely worth having a go at, because it's really just makes poetry a bit more accessible, and it's really helpful if you're just starting out to write poetry to read stuff that isn't really, really dense to start with. So yeah, I hope that's helpful. I hope you enjoyed that poem, and I'll see you in the next video.